Hello, my name is David Moser. I have a PhD in linguistics and philosophy from the University of Michigan, and I'm currently the academic director at CET Chinese Studies in Beijing, China at Capital Normal University. Outlier Linguistic Solutions is in the process of developing what I think is a very useful digital dictionary and digital tool, which I think represents the next stage in the study of Chinese characters and maybe the next stage in the digitizing of sinology itself. I've been able to see some demos of the program and to see what it can do. And believe me, this is not just an ordinary Chinese learning app like you see flooding the web right now, but it's really a very powerful and useful, comprehensive tool for the understanding of Chinese characters. It's got a very modular design, which means it's useful for students and workers at all levels. It's good for teaching, for teachers who are currently teaching Chinese to plug it in to their curriculum as a way of learning Chinese characters. It's good for independent learners who just want to learn Chinese characters better. And for those who are doing serious sinological research on the etymology and the historical development of Chinese characters, it's also going to be a very, very powerful and useful tool. As a teaching aid, it gives learners what I think is a very comprehensive and accurate knowledge about the ways that characters are structured and the way that they communicate both sound and meaning, including aspects like the radicals, the sound components, the historical origins, and tricky things like the relationship between 简体字 and 繁体字, the simplified and the traditional characters. As a sinological tool, it's also more than just a database. It's really what it is it's an attempt to create a structure, a framework for the clear understanding and explaining of how Chinese characters actually work. So it's really quite an ambitious project, and they're spending a lot of time to get it right. For those who need just the basics, then there will be a sort of top level of information that's easily accessed, very user-friendly and intuitive. But for those who want to go to the next level and learn more about the background and history, then there's also the database. The program is designed to make that easy to do too, to delve into more detailed knowledge about the history of Chinese characters. From what I've seen, these guys at Outliers are not kidding around. I'm impressed with their seriousness, the seriousness of their scholarship, and their attention to detail, and the attempt, I think, for the most part, to create a program or a tool that is both easy to use, user-friendly, very clear, but at the same time is correct and comprehensive and conveys the actual complexity of Chinese characters and even the messiness of the history, the etymology, and the historical development. Not an easy thing to do. And we all know there's so much nonsense out there about Chinese characters and their etymology that it's good to see a product here that's being very serious about presenting this information in a clear and accurate way. So for learners, for teachers, for academics, and for those of you who, like me, see the future of learning Chinese characters and Chinese as being digital, then I think it's a good idea to support this project because they're coming up with a tool that's going to be very useful to us all. I, for one, cannot wait to have a copy installed on my smartphone and all of my computer apps. And I think for those of you looking to the next wave of pedagogy with Chinese characters and research on and their etymology, this is the tool that's going to be the wave of the future.